Hello, everyone. It is a pleasure for me to say I'm glad that you could all make it to this very important event because today was a sad day. We are here to mourn the loss of the most noble character in Bum Wizard Reviews, Crackhead Billy. He was a crackhead, but a very noble, honest crackhead. He was built different. This was a very important event today. So important, I decided to wear a tie. We were close friends. We did a review, sort of, together, not really. And yes, it was very sad. Now, side characters and main characters, come up and say your respects.
He was very respectable.
Awesome. He was almost so awesome that I almost quit vaping for the day. Almost. He invented something not even I could invent. And I have a lot of ideas. And the thing he invented was self-sacrifice. I almost did it. But the difference between me and him, he actually did it. It's respectable.
So, one time I thought his name was Snackhead Billy. But, yeah, I'll miss him.
It was news not even I was able to deal with. Breaking news on everyone's soul. Let me tell you this, being his agent was not easy, but it was always a little bit of fun. Just keep that in mind. Well, thank you all for coming. It's somewhat happy to see our friend still, well, used to be with us. Be honored in this way. Well, farewell everyone. I'll get rid of this coffin the way he would have wanted. To be sold on the black market for stuff. Probably crack. Yo, this party's sweet. Okay, guys, I can't see anything. Hello, milady. Would you care for a glass of champagne? I'm gonna make you fall in love with me.
Hey, Baker, I think this party is a little too crazy for me. You wanna get out of here?
I agree. A little too extreme for me. Let's go.
The next morning.
What happened? Oh, jeez. There was a party. Then I blacked out. My underpants are missing. Oh, it must have been Crackhead Billy's funeral. Alright, well. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the season finale of Bum Wizard Reviews. I cannot say enough. I'm glad I made it this far without quitting. Not quitting because I didn't feel like it, but quitting because these are really boring to make sometimes. But these last few episodes have been peak fiction. So, agreed upon in the poll that you guys voted on, we will be ranking all the episodes of Bum Wizard Reviews from the first episode to episode 12, part 2, not part 5. That episode was 2 parts. We will be ranking them from worst to best. Now, without any more preamble, let's get right into it. Actually, I lied, because there will be more preamble. I will be saying the episodes that I consider to be filler and not filler for this ranking. So watch the not filler episodes before this, because this is it. This is the finale of Bum Wizard Reviews. Alright, before the ranking, the required episodes to watch are 1, 3, 5, 8, 10, and both 12s. Alright? Their thumbnail icons will be on the screen somewhere, so be prepared for cinema. Let's get into the ranking now. Go watch the episodes I listed before watching the ranking, so you are caught up on the plot. Got it? Good. Alright, Squavala!
Boo, it's number 13.
I have seen into the abyss, for I have seen the second episode of Bum Wizard Reviews. Please forgive me, audience, for the second episode of Bum Wizard Reviews was very bad, but also very boring. It was before I learned how to edit, so the entire review was in one take. How did I make something that long and boring in one take? How? A 9-minute episode, and it was very boring and bad. I think there was maybe one funny joke in it, and that was it. I do not know what was going on in my head when I posted that episode, but just like the lost Krabby Patty episode, I should have deleted it and just skipped it. Skipped right to episode 3. I wish that there was more to say, but just like the review, I'm going to drag this out, so this can be longer than episode 12, part 2. Yeah, most of these episode reviews are going to be very brief because the videos themselves are very brief. I think the longest one, excluding the 2 latest, were maybe like episode 10 and Emoji Movie, I think, was also, a little longer than average. But other than that, most of these reviews were like 5 to 9 minutes, and this is one of the longer ones, which is a shame because this one is absolute butt cheeks. Let's move on to a slightly better review. Farewell.
Chicken Jockey.
I am Steve. Yeah, it's a Minecraft movie. Surprisingly, Paul Blart Mall Cop's the only bad one. The rest of these, for a bit, are okay too. It's alright. Yeah, this review is only this low because it's sort of just Minecraft movie references, and even though it says it's 6 minutes long, an actual minute of this is just a still picture of Whitey from 8 Crazy Nights and a black screen. I don't know how I let that slide. Like, spoilers for another movie later, but in the Mario movie review, there's a part where I walk off, to do a cutaway gag, and I forgot to cut it out, the part where I get up and walk away. That's kind of funny and like a small oversight. I don't know how I got away with a minute of absolute nothing. I don't know. But, ooh, Minecraft movie, so epic. Chicken Jackie, the Nether. Guys, I think this is Wyoming. Yeah, it's an okay review. It's, unlike Paul Blart Mall Cop, it's not gonna, drain the life force out of you.
Yeah, you can skip this one. Nothing happens in it. Next review.
Long before time had a name, the first.
I'm kind of surprised that the first episode of Bum Wizard Reviews isn't higher. I rewatched most of the episodes, and surprisingly, this one was okay. Like, it's pretty short. It was before I learned how to edit, so it's just 5 minutes of talking, you know. And here's a spoiler warning. All my reviews are improv. So right now, I don't have a script. I'm improving it. Yeah. That's why there's some random pauses. I don't have a script. Except for the fight scenes. Those I plan out way ahead of time. For some reason. But, yeah. Boring review. I talk about Click. I talk about me being the Bum Wizard. And, I say the name of the show wrong. I call it Bummy Wizard Reviews instead of Bum Wizard Reviews. Imagine if I was calling it Bummy Wizard Reviews in the Big 25. Hey guys, welcome back to the season finale of Bummy Wizard Reviews. Yeah, bro, like, I sound like a dork, which I did in the earlier episodes. Yeah, sound like a dork. Go back and listen to them. I sound like a country kid, like, yeah, I'm playing on the banjo. Welcome back to Bummy Wizard Reviews. Wah, wah. Twiddly, 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 twiddly.
Holy crap, it's number 10. I love number 10. Number 10 is such an awesome number. Holy crap, number 10.
Alright, now we have the Alvin and the Chipmunks review. The movie is actually horrible, like the worst movie I've seen this year, and I watched Food Fight, but hey, the review is pretty decent. It's nothing special. I mean, Crackhead Billy gets introduced in it, but that's about it. Yeah. Wow. I wish I had more to say about this review, but literally, it introduces a new character, and that is it. You can skip the rest. Yeah. Moving on.
9 number. I did that backward.
Whoa, guys, Grug showed up in this episode. It's like, it rhymes with Grug. Yeah, the cruise review's alright. It is one of the longer ones for no reason, so yeah, it kind of drags out, but you know, it's not just me talking. Grug also gives his review on the film, so it's a little more to spice it up. Yeah, this was like an okay review. I had fun making it, but when I watched it, it was like, okay. Yeah. Meh, meh. But hey, you know, Grug shows up, so it's actually a 10 out of 10, you know, because it rhymes with Grug. Will I be able to beat him after I beat P. Delicious? Watch to find out. Ooh, in this episode. Ooh.
Run number 8. Ooh, he did a jump. That's kind of cool, I guess.
Super Mario Odyssey! Yeah, it's time for the Mario movie review. Oh, I did the old one for some reason, which is way less entertaining than what the new Mario movie would have been. I could have made so many Chris Pratt jokes, but I didn't. So yeah, crazy, huh? I didn't check before I posted it, but the music in that episode was so loud for some reason. Like, the music was louder than me sometimes. How did I do that? How? Like, I let the random stuff slip. That's also the episode where I walked off screen and you could see it. I forgot to cut it out, like I brought up 2 minutes ago. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, this is not what the Mario would have wanted. But yeah, the new Mario movie would have been a way better review because, I don't know, would have been more entertaining and more recent. Nobody cares about the old Mario movie now. Yeah, gang. Crazy. The Megamind bit was funny, though. That's the only reason why it's above the first episode in this review. Because, I don't know, the Megamind bit was kind of funny. And the jump scare. Oh yeah, that jump scare. I'm pretty sure it went something like this.
I know this looks bad, but it's meant to look like a sword, I swear.
Alright, now we're starting to get into the, like, actually good reviews. The Breath of the Wild review was surprisingly a review. The problem with my older reviews was that I wasn't really reviewing, I was more so saying the plot and then complaining about it. But the Breath of the Wild one is an actual review. Oh, no way. It's also the introduction of Chub Cheeks and Vapor. I'm surprised I didn't give him a fight scene in the episode 12 part 2. Weird. I feel like they're major enough. They showed up more than Grug before this, but oh shucks. But yeah, this review is a review of a very good game. You know, my third least favorite Zelda game. It's good, I swear. Come on, guys. Do not beat me up if you see me in person. Yeah, I also pretty sure get drafted into the war in that episode, which only gets brought up in like one more episode, so I don't know why I brought it up, gang. TBH. Shake my head. Lol. Hey. What's up?
Enrique!
Alright, this is probably the most forgettable review I've ever done. The Barbie movie review with my morbidly obese wife is pretty good. What? This low? That's one of the most memorable episodes of the series. No, Thunderbolts is here. I didn't even review this movie. I barely said anything about it. It's only this high because it's short. And the Goats, Chub Cheeks, and Vapor come back. Let's go! Let's go! It's so hype. They showed up again. Also, it's a build up for episode 12, which is a pretty good episode because you haven't seen it yet in the ranking. So, by default, it must be pretty good. But yeah, the Thunderbolts review, despite being very similar to my older ones, is not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Pretty good. The movie theater bit was actually pretty funny. Like, when I was rewatching them, it was one of the few bits to make me laugh again, because I rewatched them a bunch to get the definitive ranking for this epic video. Squabala!
Number 5 makes me feel invincible.
Yeah, I bet you guys expected this episode to be way higher. Listen, just because episode 12 is a review on my favorite superhero show does not mean it is going to be super high. It is the first one with a fight scene, so yeah, this one was sort of like a test run for episode 12 and a half. But hey, episode 12 itself is still a decent review. Like, it does its job. It's an entire season of a show, so like each episode's 40 minutes times 8. That's like multiple movies. So it makes sense that it's a little long. And also, P. Delicious shows up in it. What? Yeah, it's his second time on screen. I'm pretty sure the other time was when I said the season finale was going to be Lord of the Rings. That's a knee slapper. Yeah, the Lord of the Rings review is never coming. Just telling you, right on, by the way. Yeah. The Conquest fight was easy to make, and also, it established me as very strong. Yeah, so the power scalers, they're gonna have to put me pretty high. You know, like, above Conquest. Can't wait to get my funk edits. Mango. Alright, yeah.
This episode was fantastic.
Alright, everyone. Time to do the emoji pop. I'm joking. I'm joking, of course. That was 10 episodes ago. Yeah, it's time for the emoji movie review. I had a lot of fun making it. I think it's one of the most ones I had the most fun making. I know that sense didn't make any sense, but hey, never did the review. I found it to be funny when I rewatched it. I found it to be memorable. Yeah, it's great. Sure, it's not, 10 out of 10 amazing, but frankly, none of these reviews are yet. This one's about to change everything. Yeah, some of the other reviews, I was feeling meh. But this one, I'm feeling happy face emoji, thumbs up emoji, poop emoji. I still don't like Patrick Stewart in this movie, and James Corden will always be annoying. Let's roll, Felicia.
Yo, those number 3s are like dancing.
Say what? An early Bum Wizard review in the top 3? Say what? Yeah, newer does not equals better, guys. Guess what? Episode 5, the Barbie movie review, is pretty darn memorable. I feel like if I were to ask my friends, this one would be like one of the first ones that show up because I'm barely in it. I'm like in the first minute, and then the rest goes to my morbidly obese wife. So yeah, pretty awesome sauce. Yeah, it's sort of like a gimmick episode, but hey, it worked. People remember that episode, and it's an okay review, but it's short and sweet, so even if it was okay, it would still be pretty high up. Maybe like below Thunderbolts, but hey, I found it to be pretty funny. And hey, first time she was on screen and she had her own fight scene in episode 12 and a half. So, yeah. Gotta introduce your characters in the story, even if the main character is not around. Yin and yang, stuff like that. Yeah. Look, I can play my hat like a tuba.
Holy crap, it's the bad guy of this episode.
Whoa. Third episode, second best. I feel like most people agree. This is like the first one with story in it. Yeah. It introduced P. Delicious, my morbidly obese wife, Schlorpo, my beloved. I miss you, Schlorpo, every day. I'm gonna break you out after I'm done making these reviews. Yeah, this is actually a GoFundMe to save Schlorpo, but, it's not working, so I'm just gonna fight him, like a real man. Despite this being one of the most iconic reviews, I barely remember the movie. Muppets Most Wanted? Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Diddy joke was meant to be, like, for one episode. I did not expect it to go on for the entire series, for, a whopping 10 episodes. So, yeah. It's also the introduction of those hilarious voices at the start of the episode, until they disappeared because I found them very loud and mildly annoying. Maybe they'll show up. Ooh, possible foreshadowing? I gotta stop saying foreshadowing because I said foreshadowing in multiple of my reviews. We are not getting a Hotel Transylvania or Lego Movie review anytime soon, gang. Please forgive me, brother. But yeah, second best review? What could be better than it? Well, if you know how to use your brain, then you should be able to figure out the review that is in the number 1 spot. I wonder what it could possibly be. Maybe I brought it up like 10 times, comparing good episodes to it.
Number 1, the best.
Well, we're at the number 1, and it is the longest episode by far. It is episode 12, part 2, the Invincible season 2 and 3 review. Yeah, you saw this coming. I mean, literally half the episode is not a review, and the reviews are the weakest part of this series, let's be honest. Gang, tell me if you seriously think, ooh, I think the Mario movie review will be better than the Paul Blart Mall Cop review. No, you like the cutaway gags, let's be honest, gang. You do not want to hear about my opinions on, I don't know, how many pinky toes Paul Blart has. Yeah, half of this episode is actually peak fiction. The Bum Wizard variants, ooh, so cool. Like, and they're so menacing and strong and power scaling. Fun fact, for all one person thinking, what's the strongest Bum Wizard variant? Little Easter egg, but when I was introducing them, I was ranking them from weakest to strongest. So Beardless is the weakest, Morbid's the strongest, and you can do the rest. It's like thinking. I'm the thinker of the group. Yeah. And also, yeah, epic review. But now, I think it's time. After all of our battles and triumphs, sacrifices made, it is time for the battle of the century. The most endearing, strong thing to ever be made. It's time for the epic fight between me and P. Delicious. Farewell.
Well, long time no see. I have returned, Bum Wizard.
Hey, Delicious, I'ma slime you off.
Ah! Ow, ow, ow. I did not expect him to get slimed in one pump. Nah, his eye's still alive? Fireball. Ouch! Bunda, 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 here comes the meteor, bunda, bunda, bunda. Mr. Krabs, I have an idea.
Of course your freaky eye has changed. What a surprise. Yo, this planet's kinda beautiful. This makes me realize what I'm fighting for. Why I'm fighting P. Delicious. For my friends. For my family. And even for the enemies I have destroyed. For the entire world. I will save it from the wrath of P. Delicious. Because that's where I live. And would be a shame if it were destroyed. Because that would mean no more beer. Makes a tear fall out of my eye.
That was an amazing speech, but I'ma slime you now. Yeah, I got aura.
Sorry about it, little bro. Oh snap, I'm cooked.
Alright, let's do a Donkey Kong.
What am I doing, bro? This man just punched the moon. I'm fried.
Looky what I found here, bum wizard. Step 1 done. Step 2 active. Alright, I'm winning. Crap. Boom. Ugh, how are you alive? I slimed you, bruh. How are you alive? Kamehameha! Man, Bum Wizard, that's the farthest black hole in the entire universe, bro. Enough with these silly games. I will defeat you, for I am Peter.
Now, you may be wondering how I came back to life. When I entered the realm of the dead, where the soul goes, not the body goes in a tombstone, one of the chains broke off, and I achieved a higher form, Sober Wizard. I immediately began to break through the universe barrier and enter my old body to defeat you once again. I went through this black hole because it's exactly 5 seconds behind the Big Bang. Now with the time capsule broken, it shall activate very soon. The power! It's too much! Now that he's gone, guess it's time to head back to Earth. Can't wait until beer's invented again.